In this video, I'm going to show you the exact process we use to help B2B software companies get more leads for their product using cold email to keep them out of spam. All right, let me show you my screen. Okay, so here's how we do it. This is one of the a campaign. Look, 80,000 emails, 13% reply rate, 164 opportunities generated. And this is the exact structure that we're going to show you exactly how to set up here. So we're going to bring leads in to the filter sending tool, into domains, into the inboxes, out to your prospects. All right. So there are 3 ways to set up cold email. So the first way is do it yourself. This is the type that you probably want to do most often of the time, just because you have the most control over your inboxes done for you. So pros are, it can be set up. Usually it's about a week. So basically what you're doing is paying someone else to set up the inboxes for you. And then pre-warmed. So this is buying inboxes that have already been set up. And then basically buying inboxes on domains that have already been set up, already been pre-bought. Typically you can't choose a specific domain. You basically have to use someone's pre-warmed up library of domains. And then you just start sending with those domains. So there's not a lot of them usually, and then less customization. So real quick, just want to review the checklist for setup. You're going to buy domains on Porkbun. You're going to set up Outlook inboxes. You're going to do technical setup with GoDaddy and Outlook admin, and then you're going to connect the sending tool and the warm up tool. And if you need help with this is a setup checklist that I've actually used every single day, and I'm actually going to use in this video. If you want to use this, just go ahead and over to File, make a copy. Step 1, buying domains. So here's what you're going to want to do first. I'm going to go over exactly what we're going to do, and then I'm going to do it myself. So we're going to buy domains. So we're going to go on Porkbun, Namecheap, or GoDaddy. Either one's fine. I like Porkbun a lot. Buy your domains on Porkbun. So you're going to want to make sure that you avoid using your main domain. What does that mean? So let's just say your domain is yourmaindomain.com, or let's just say it's, Amazon.com. Amazon.com should not be sending cold emails from the main domain. They should be sending cold emails from maybe Amazon.ai or try Amazon. So do not send from your main domain. And then use prefixes like try, get, learn at the beginning, or like AI, IO, or .com, or .co. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to porkbun.com or whatever place you're going to buy your domains from, and then you're going to put in a domain. So let's just say Out for Life. Okay, so let's just say you want to send cold emails from Workout for Life. So you got to put tribe because you don't want to use your main domain. Go to search. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find this domain. You're going to want to add to your cart. So then go to your cart, buy it, and then once you buy it, we'll be right back. Okay, so once you bought your domain, put your credit card information, verified everything, you're going to come out to this domain management portal, and it's going to say your new domain here. It's going to be setting it up right here. So right now, you're just going to let it set up and let it basically fill in all this information. All right, congratulations. You finished the first step. Next step is picking a sending tool. There's a lot of good sending tools out there, and you can even manually send the emails yourself. Don't really recommend this, but sometimes it can be effective if your niche is a little bit smaller. But if you want to send like 10,000, 100,000 emails, over a couple of months, you're going to want a sending tool. So what you're going to want to do is, I like the best sending tool out there I know is Instantly AI. There's a couple others. And look, I'm always trying to be upfront with everyone. Link in the description to sign up for it. It is an affiliate link. So if you click on that, I will make money, but hopefully you will too. It's a great app. I've been using it for years, but it's not free, right? The biggest thing is it offers ease of use. So what you're going to do is you're going to use this tool to send hundreds or thousands of emails from every single month. So you're going to put all your domains in here, all your inboxes, and then send them out. So I'm going to give out this Gamma document. It's actually linked in the description. Okay, so here's what you're going to do is you're going to go to the sending tool, Instantly AI, and then you're just going to click login here. Obviously, you're going to sign up. You could click get started, whatever one you want. Sign up here. And then you fill all this information out. I'm going to pause it, fill it out, and then come back. Now that you've already signed into Instantly, let's go back and let's continue on the setup. Okay, so now we're going to actually set up your domains with inboxes. And there's 3 main different types of domains that you can get. Google inboxes, Outlook inboxes, SMTP inboxes. Basically, what you need to know is typically Outlook inboxes have the best deliverability. Google inboxes are super good as well. They're a little bit more expensive, but they're super easy to set up. Typically, SMTPs are cheap, easy to set up, good deliverability. But to get started, I always recommend Outlook plans, especially to get started. So for now, we're gonna use Outlook. You can do it the same way. Look up, guys, but I only use Outlook right now. So you're gonna go on GoDaddy and you're gonna find, you're gonna buy 3 inboxes per domain. So if you bought 1 domain, you're gonna get 3 inboxes. If you bought 5, you're gonna get 15 inboxes. So just remember that for every 1 domain, you can have up to 3 inboxes. You can do more, but 3 is the recommended one. So you're going to go here to GoDaddy. You're going to have to create an account and you're going to select this right here. You're going to go add to cart. And then it's going to add to cart. Make sure you buy 3 for every single one. So we're going to increase it here to 3. All right. So I'm just going to set up 1 for now. And then we're going to continue our cart and we're going to check out. Okay. Awesome. So you bought your domains. That's all. So real quick, just want to review the checklist for setup. You're going to buy domains on Porkbun. You're going to set up Outlook inboxes. You're going to do technical setup with GoDaddy and Outlook admin. And then you're going to connect the sending tool and the warm up tool. And if you need help with this, this is a setup checklist that I've actually used every single day. And I'm actually going to use in this video. If you want to use this, just go ahead and over to file, make a copy. So I've got a bunch of really great resources, and this tool I actually use myself. But really what we're going to be focusing on here is keeping track of setting up all your domains. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to, these are all things you're going to have to set up for every single inbox. But the way I use it is you're going to put your domain, which is try. Okay. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to set up, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up all these things, but then this is going to help you keep track of setting everything. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to optimize for deliverability. So we're going to do URL forwarding and then the TXT setup and then also creating your inboxes. So you're going to want to go back to Porkbun and you're going to want to select as many domains that you have. And then you're going to want to go to bulk actions here, general bulk actions, click that. And then you're going to want to click on URL forwarding, and then you're going to want to forward the traffic to whatever you want to do. So lemonadeleads.com is my website. And then you're going to want to go to toggle advanced settings, permanent redirect, and then click submit. Perfect. You're going to want to go over to GoDaddy, make sure you're logged in. And if you're not logged in, you can make sure you go over here to the 3 stars and click on email and office. And then it's going to bring you to this part right here. So then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure you go back to your Porkbun, copy your domain, which is right here. Click over here and put your domain in here. And basically what you're doing is you're linking that inbox that you purchased with your GoDaddy account. So you might see multiple ones if you purchase multiple ones, but it's the same similar setup. You're going to create different usernames. And I always recommend doing usernames in the same fashion. So first initial, last name. So Michael Sipes or M Sipes. But there's actually a bunch of different ways you can do this. You can do first name, last initial, last name, first name, last initial. You could do it a bunch of different ways. So for this one, I'm going to make sure that this is administration. If you do multiple accounts or multiple inboxes for one account, just set them all up for administration. It's just the easiest way that way. And then you're going to want to create a password. Good thing. Apple's going to create a password for me. Good, I guess. And then just create continue. I always do set account information to my main email address just so it works. So that's it. Okay, so if you're getting this message right here, it basically means you need to make sure you set up the DNS for your domain. So you're going to want to go over to help me fix this. And then you're going to want to, Porkbun's not in this modified domain provider. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to add all these records. So you're basically just going to copy. So you're going to create a TXT record in the DNS record. So go over back to Porkbun and then click on DNS. And then you're going to want to put, this is an @ record. I'm sorry, it's a TXT record. And you just want to put @ and then put the value in right here and then add. And you're just going to want to do this for every single one. So that's the first one. This is your second one. And this is basically just telling GoDaddy, or Outlook, hey, this is a legitimate thing, blah, 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 whatever. CNAME. So this is going to be a little bit more complex, but you're going to go up here to CNAME. You can fill this in here. And this is all super important that you get this 100% right, because if you don't, it will affect your deliverability big time. So email, another big one. So once again, a CNAME record. Click here. Boom. Boom. Add. And I think there's one more, an MX record. So you can just remember 0, but you're going to go back here. Bam. Priority 0. I forget what was the value. Host is at. All right, perfect. And at. So it might take a little bit for this to propagate, but those are the things that you need to fill in. Oh, answer valid. Oh, sorry. Ta-da. And that's it. And then you're going to want to click I'm done. And then it's going to take a little bit to make sure you validate the email address. This is all normal. Okay. So while GoDaddy is doing its thing, setting up everything, I want to show you this really cool resource. This one right here. It is in the check domains to make sure that they're good. It's a useful resource by Lemworm. I use it all the time whenever I'm setting up domains. And just put your domain here, check domain setup, and we could say, okay, SPF, it's all good. MX records, all good. Blacklist, good. We're not blacklisted. So you can just go back in here and say, yeah, MX records are good. I guess the TXT, because we filled those in, are good. And the SPF is good. So you can just click yes. You're going to want to make sure you fill all these in. DMARC and DKIM, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that once GoDaddy does this thing and actually gets it set up here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to optimize for deliverability. So we're going to set the SMTP authentication, password creation. We already did this, but if you're setting up multiple, this is the point that you would do it now. So what you're going to do is you're going to go back to Office. You're going to scroll up here. Actually, you can just go back here, go to Overview if you're on that page. Perfect. So you're going to go down here. You're going to go to the email. You're going to go to Manage. And then this is super important, advanced settings, turn on SMTP authentication. Perfect. This is going to basically make it so sending is more secure and you don't have to worry about deliverability right now. So SMTP is done. So we're going to put a Y here. We're going to put a Y for connected. So now what you're going to want to do is you would create a password, and actually we can just do that right now. And then change the password. Perfect. All right. So now what we're going to do is, once we've changed the password, we're going to do a little bit more setting up your profile images for that account. So you're going to go back here, and then you're going to do setting up email on desktop. That, or you can even, I like to go to Outlook on web, and then check mail now. Perfect. So now you're going to sign in with the actual email address, paste the login information there. It's going to bring you over into Google. Make sure you don't sign in. Otherwise it will put a hurt on the system a little bit. So it's going to put you through this standard over the top thing. Click next. You're going to go over here. You go to view account. And then you're going to want to put a picture right here. So let's just add a profile picture. Let's just do right here. Upload. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. That's a great picture. Frame it a little bit. Beautiful. You're going to want to make sure your name, Michael Sipes, is my name, is there. Picture of me. Perfect. So you can go back here. Make sure your profile picture is set up. Yes. Name. Now, we have found that profile pictures do help your deliverability, so make sure you're setting that up. So now we're going to do the DMARC and DKIM. So DMARC's pretty easy. So you're going to go to, or I guess we'll do DKIM first. So you're going to go to this page right here. This, for some reason, this was like the hardest, and actually this link right here is actually right here as well. It's this DKIM setup right here. So this link is not necessarily hidden, but they don't always, Microsoft doesn't, or GoDaddy doesn't really want you to go into the administration panel of your account. So make sure you use that link. It's going to help you find the DMARC and DKIM super easily. It's nothing illegal. It is what it is. So if you use that link, it's going to bring you to this page where you can go right to the DMARC. But if you go to security.microsoft and type in DKIM, it's going to load this page right here that we're seeing right now. So you're going to want to go to enable right over there. It does take a little bit of time. It's a little slow. So actually you're going to click here. There's an error because we haven't actually set it up yet. So you're going to have to copy and paste both of these email keys into your DNS. So go back to Porkbun, and remember these are TXT records. Actually, let me confirm that. No, they're not. They're CNAME records. I apologize. So we're going to go over to CNAME. Copy that there. And then this one's a pretty long one. Copy that here. Boom. Oh, Porkbun. Boom. Add one. Now we're going to do the second one. A lot of work goes into setting these up. Okay, so now we have both of those set up. It's going to take a little bit to propagate, but you can click enable and see if it actually is propagated. If it has not, give it about, 5 minutes, let it propagate. And then once it propagates, then you can connect. So just give it 5 seconds here. All right, so while we're waiting on the DKIM to get set up, it can take up to 2 hours longer than you would hope it would take. You're going to actually create this DMARC. So another really important record to make. So this is the record you're going to fill in. You're going to go to your DNS settings once again, and then you're going to go to TXT, host_DMARC, and then you're going to go to v equals DMARC1, p none, pct 100, and then paste that sp none and add that to your DNS. And that's the last record we actually need to make. We still have to wait for the DKIM to propagate. So we're going to move on to connecting a sending tool. The sending tool. So now we have our email. We can go into instantly. And this is great. We're going to start our first campaign. So we're going to add an email first. So you're going to go over to this right here, email accounts, add a new. And you're going to go over to Office. And then we're going to go to SMTP has been enabled because it has. And then you're going to want to click the right Microsoft Outlook account. Perfect. Consent. Beautiful. Then we're connecting. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. Now we're connected. Beautiful. And there's your email account. Perfect. Okay, so next you're going to want to warm up your email accounts. And what you might ask is warm up. That's basically giving a 14-day period. And that's the minimum. We do 14 days and then we do 30 days. So we have some accounts warming up at 14 days, some at 30 days. You're going to want to set it for 30 emails per day. And that's gradually increasing. So increasing a couple each day up till you get to 30, and then aim for 30% reply rate. And that might seem low, but the reason why it's low is because you want to train the system to see your emails as not really getting many replies to. So you're going to follow these instructions here, but I'll show you exactly how to do it. So you're going to go to instantly, click your domains, and you're just going to enable. Beautiful. So it's going to exactly tell you what it's going to do. But if you know, warm it up, enable, perfect. Now it's going to do this automatically. I wouldn't even touch anything. Just let it run its thing. It's doing all these automatic email setups, and it's going to do its thing. So now that we have our email account actually warming up, we can get the leads. So where are you going to get these leads from? You're going to get them from a few different databases, depending on who your ideal customer is. Apollo is a really good one. Listkit's a really good one. SaaSyDB, if you're looking for SaaS companies, super good database. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to want to find first name, last name, company, email, phone, job description. In order to, you can either sign up for an Apollo account, which it can get kind of expensive, or you can just get an Apollo scraper. One of these Apollo scrapers, put all the information in, and they're going to send you an email list. So with that email list, you're going to want to make sure you verify the emails. But before you verify the emails, I want to show you something that I created, and it's actually in the. So this sheet right here is exactly how many emails you need to get the amount of leads that you want, depending on your deliverability and all that stuff, and your response rates. So here's what you're going to do. Let's just say I want to get 60 sales, and I want to do it in 30 days. And these are my conversion rates on them. So basically you're going to input what's in these yellow cells. It's going to output what's in this green cell here and this green cell here. And it's going to tell you exactly how many leads you need to purchase and how much approximately it's going to cost. So let's say we want to send 30,000 emails. Let's just say we want to send it in 30 days. So what we're going to need is to send that many emails, because what I recommend is per inbox, you're only sending 30 emails per inbox. So you're going to need 12 domains with 3 inboxes on each domain. And it is going to round down if you don't need that many inboxes. So it's only going to tell us 34. And each of those inboxes about $5. We're using Outlook inboxes, so it could be even cheaper. So $2, and the cost per domain could even be cheaper per year. Maybe about 11 is what we paid, but just, it's in that ballpark. So if your customer lifetime value is $2,000 and you send 30 leads and this is your conversion rate, I mean, it's actually not too bad of a conversion rate. If you send, 13%, we could even put it lower. Let's just say we're at, let's just say we're at 7%, 7.6%, which is also doable. That's 36 sales. If you have a conversion rate for good emails sent to positive replies back, and then a conversion rate from positive replies to meetings, which is about 15%, which is pretty low. And then from conversion rates on actual meetings is, let's just say 10%, you're going to get overall conversions. You're going to have 34%. So your overall conversion rate is only 0.11%, but that's actually 34 sales. So it's pretty good. And then your ROI on this campaign would be $67,000, which, if you think about it, if you cost $800 to set all this up and you're making $67,000, it's not a bad trade. All right. So now you know how many emails you need. So what you're going to want to do is, to set all this up, you're going to want to make sure you have a verified emails. And that's what, if you look at this right here, you might say, well, in order to get 30 emails, I'm going to need to send 500, or I'm going to need to get 52,000 leads. So 52,000 leads, because you're going to filter these out, and you're going to say maybe about 50% of those are actually going to be bad. So you're only going to be sending 30,000. So you're going to need to get 52,000 leads. So you're going to go to Apollo. You're going to download your leads based on the lead list that you made. And then you're going to want to go to your Instantly here, and you're going to want to create a new campaign. Now, you're not going to want to do this until 14 days after, but you can start making the campaign. You're going to do add new, and let's just call it, try workout for life. We're going to do continue. I like to put the date there sometimes, but then you're going to add the leads, add them as a CSV. Actually, before you add the leads, I forgot one thing, and that is actually to make sure that you are verifying the leads. So you're going to want to make sure you take them into a lead verifier. And now all this is going to do is you're going to say, hey, here's the leads I want to send to, make sure that they're good leads, and make sure that it's not going to hurt my deliverability, because there's 4 different main settings on leads. There's good leads, bad leads, catch-alls, and unverified. So you only want to send to the good. So I always use Neverbound. I always use Million Verifier. It's just the best one in my opinion. And all right, so now we're going to load the leads into Instantly. I showed you how to create the campaign. You're going to click upload. And then let's just say we're going to, click this one right here. So founders, actually, I think that one might be a little bit too big. So we're going to click this one and upload. And you're going to need to basically match what you're uploading versus, or the columns versus what it is. So you're going to tell Instantly, this is the company name. This is the country. And you want to make sure you have basically company name, first name, and your last name. Now, this also works if you want to do custom first lines for each one, but I'm not going to get into that in the very first video. So make sure validate email address, perfect, email right there. And then the rest we're not even going to bring in. And then you're just going to scroll to the bottom, duplicate, depending if you are sending to multiple campaigns, you can say, take the ones out that are in other campaigns, and then you're going to upload all. So make sure you upload. If you wanted Apollo to verify leads, it does do that, but I just like doing it before. All right, so now we have your leads verified, and you're going to write your first cold email. So before we get into writing your first cold email and all that stuff, I want to talk about the main things about a cold email that's going to help you get better. And the main thing is to make sure you have things personalized, but not over personalized, making sure that you actually personalize your emails as much as you can to the person, but don't overly personalize it to make it seem like, this is not an email someone would write. But what you want to do is you want to be specific about the recipient's needs or issues. So speak directly to the problems they're having and how you can help them in their solutions. Here's a typical email that I like to send. Basically, format is relevance, pitch, social proof. This is a really, really straightforward one. It's not super complex, but it speaks directly to the issue that the person's having. So you can create this even for your cold email agency, or even if any like SaaS that you're sending emails for. So the next one is just a direct pitch, which is basically the relevance, same as above. Pitch, hey, I saw you following this person. Wonder if I could send this to you. Don't worry, it's completely free. And then, here's the links to what I can send you. Really straightforward, but sometimes with cold email, that's just the best one that works. Now that we have our leads, now that we have our messages, and I'm actually not even going to message it in there yet, you're going to want to set up your scheduling campaign. So basically, I like to do 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Eastern time, because that's the people I send to. If you're in Europe, send it different days and just save it there. Options. Make sure that every single one of your campaigns is sent as HTML only. Make sure you send it the first email as text only, super important. And then the max number of emails sent per day per this campaign. What I like to do is the amount of email addresses that I have, and then multiply that by 30. So let's just say I have 1, so it's 30. But if I had 3, it would be 90. If I had 30, it'd be 900. You get the math. And then what you're going to do is save it. Oh, I'm sorry. Before you save it, you're going to want to connect your accounts, so you can connect all the accounts that you want to up here. And then you're going to want to go and click save. You can actually click launch. And what I like to do is I like to schedule the campaign to start on a specific date. So let's just say I want to start in 14 days after this thing's warmed up. I'm going to start on the 23rd. Click right here, apply, and it's not going to start till the 23rd. Or if I want to end it on a certain day, I can end it at a certain day here. So now that scheduling's all done, we can save it or we can launch it. And that's it. And you launched your first campaign. Simple as that. Easy, no problem. Wasn't a breeze. Now, remember at the very beginning of the video, I said there's 3 ways of setting up cold email. Do it yourself, done for you, pre-warn. They all have their benefits. I'm going to show you now how to do the done for you and the pre-warn. So the done for you is basically having someone else set it up for you, such as myself. And Instantly does 75% of it, but it doesn't do it 100%. You can actually only buy Gmail domains through Instantly. So let me show you the done for you. So you would just go to Instantly, and a lot of cold email tools are doing this now, where you just do done for you email setup. And then you click on the Google account. You type in, maybe if you're a SaaS, let's find some domains with SaaSes. You're going to click your existing domains, or you can just, or you're going to find some domains that they recommend to you, which is actually, they're pretty good. I like to stick with .com or .co. So these are a couple that you can click right here. Actually pretty good. And then, or you can use your existing. So let's just pick a couple. Let's go here. Let's do Radio SaaS. Oh, perfect. So it's going to be $15 for a domain. And then you're going to put your forwarding domain, just like we did last time, your name, an email address for your all your domains. And then it's going to automatically create these domains here. It's going to give you 5 for one domain. I wish it would give you less. So I usually like to put, 4 for each at a maximum. And then you're going to pay for the domains. which are $5 a piece, which is pretty good. And then the annual, for the inboxes, it's $20, $5 a piece. And then for the annual domain price, it says place the order. So once you place the order, fill in the information, they're going to give you they're going to get you accounts, but they're not warmed up yet. So they're going to set everything up that we just set up. And then you're going to have to basically do everything, typing the messages, sending the emails, gathering the leads, all that. They're just going to do setting up the cold emails, which is most of the time that it takes. However, if you don't have a good cold email script, it's not going to make you any leads. It's just going to save you time. So someone like me, where I would actually come in, write all the cold email scripts for you, set everything up, start sending day one. I can do that for you. If you need help, feel free to reach out to me. Link in the description. Shameless plug. And then the last one real quick is pre-warmed up. So Instantly will actually do pre-warmed up email accounts for you. So if you go to campaigns, email addresses, add new, pre-warmed up accounts. These are accounts that they have purchased, set up the domains, and then they've already let them start warming up. So all you have to do is, instead of waiting that 14-day period, you can just start sending day one. And I would these are really great, especially if you just want to start sending. So I would use these from day 1 to day 14. The only problem is you got to make sure that these domains are not actually blacklisted. That's the one thing to keep in mind. And that's it. That's how you set up your cold email domains. If you have any questions, links in the description. Congratulations. You've completed this training. Well done. I wish you the best.
Free audio post-production by Auphonic.com.